What's up, guys? We are live from the Brojo in another episode of Fan-Ime.
Yay!
I am Kien and Max.
I'm Max.
And Max didn't... I text Max, I'm like, hey, we're going to change it up a little bit. Max is like, oh, man.
What the fuck are we doing?
And I was going to joke around and be like, we're going to start by saying konnichiwa and things like that. But no.
No.
We have not gone full weeb here.
If we start going full weeb, you're gonna have to find a new co-host.
I don't want to go full weeb. That's like my
Good.
fear. My fear is to go like full weeb. And like, we get invited to like weird conventions that are just all anime.
And we'd be like, yeah, thanks for the invite. I might use the plane ticket to go chill out in that city, but fuck your convention.
We'd still have to like go to the convention.
Why?
Because we kind of contracted and be like, sit there and answer questions. If it was like it's like one panel and then we have to record it, it's the live Dragon Ball Z panel, I'd be down. I would just sit. Oh, okay. I would not be down. I would be down to being like, can you scale Goku's power level comparatively to Saitama? Yes, Saitama ain't got shit, okay? Why? Why would that be bad just to sit and talk anime with other people? We sit and talk anime all the time.
The only thing you said, you brought up two panels, and they were both just straight up Goku. Straight up just Goku. That's all Kien wants to talk about. If he has to go there, and somebody sets him up a little fucking booth, if you don't walk up to Kien and ask what Goku's real name is or something dumb like that, you're not gonna get to talk to him, because Kien doesn't actually give a fuck about anime. It's been confirmed. It's just Goku.
I give a fuck about anime.
Alright, then stop fucking bringing up Dragon Ball every chance you get.
I haven't. This is in a while that I brought up Dragon Ball. Even when John...
On recording. This has been a while since you brought it up.
Right. Even when John was talking about it last week about how he didn't like Dragon Ball Super as much, I was like, okay, fine. That's very understandable. I did not argue with him.
Yes, you did.
Bullshit! I explained my reasoning of why I enjoy the story, and I think it's a reasonable thing. Because I like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is my favorite series of all time, and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super are fun to me. They're not as good as Dragon Ball.
Alright, we're moving on, because I frankly don't give a shit.
Fuck you!
What comes up next?
Alright, well, fucker. Full Metal Alchemist anime director, critical of live action movie.
Surprise.
No, not a surprise. Is that sarcasm?
No, like, I'm actually a little surprised, but not surprised. Like, anime live-action movies have not been going all that great.
It has nothing to do with the anime live-action movie itself. It
then
has
why
to
is
do
he
with
critical
an all-Asian
of the movie?
Yeah, he's complaining that it's an all-Asian cast.
Okay, see... The dude who made the anime, though, literally made a bunch of white dudes running around in Europe. And now that they're putting it in Japan and shit, and like making Asians.
No, I mean, it's still alternate universe,
right.
World War II. But like,
well, then who gives a fuck?
I kind of agree with him on this one.
Like, it's alright. Like, I would understand if you changed like half the cast to Asian people, threw in a few colored people, maybe some backwater hick guy. I don't give a shit. But like, total rolling all the white dudes to now being slightly yellow dudes, you're gonna be like, the fuck just happened?
Wow, Max, that sounded actually super racist.
I know.
that goddamn, dude, like, no.
Okay, how else do you... Okay, if you are making an anime...
Just say Japanese.
Yeah, they're Asian people in the live action, but
yeah.
Look at it this way. If you're drawing an anime, how do you differentiate between a white person and an Asian person? One is partially yellow, other isn't.
Alright, fine. Just say Japanese looking.
Japanese, Asian, Korean, Filipino, who gives a shit?
I don't give a shit. I'm just making a point. Like, hey, man, it's a little insensitive. We talked about this. We've had this conversation. I'm not saying it against you.
You don't even know what kind of white I am, so fuck off.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Neither does yours. Yeah. So who gives a shit if these people are yellow or Japanese?
Goddamn, Max.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Relax. It's fine. This isn't the tangent. We're not supposed to get super political here.
This isn't political. This is color coordination.
Akira, Thor Ragnarok helmer, Taiki Waititi is in talks to directing the live-action Akira film. So this has been on the table for a long time.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to... Have you ever seen Akira?
No, but I've heard about it.
I guess we're going to have to watch it sometime. It's actually a really good movie. It's a very...
You have a list of like 10 things I need to watch, and I have just been putting it off for so goddamn long.
I know. But... with this coming in mind, we do have to actually take a look at this, because Akira is actually a classic movie. I don't even think Gilly has ever seen either, so like I feel like you guys should sit down and watch Akira. It's a really good, like for real, I think it's a super good movie. It's artistically done, and I like the manga a lot, and I mean...
I will sit down and watch Akira, but not with Gil, because I feel like I'd be groped through the entire thing.
No, you won't.
Gil has a weird fascination with, like, touching my hair, and may or may not grab my boob at least 3 times a Saturday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I never noticed this. Why don't you go report this to HR?
Because HR is drunk! All the time!
Alright. But no, like, I think this is a good idea, and I hope it turns out well. Then we go into... Blade Runner is getting a prequel video called Blackout 2022, and it will debut on Crunchyroll on September 26th. It is actually the fun fact about this. Cowboy Bebop director is producing this.
Okay.
And directing it. So
is this staying canon to not just the original Blade Runner, but this new 2049 as well? Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm actually really okay with that. That's kind of cool.
And I just wanted to bring this up because, like...
Because it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Bandai is releasing a Nimbus chillaxing pillow.
Alright. Now that news is done,
Hold on.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty stoked. Like,
Dude, it's a pillow that's lumpy.
I may or may not have pre-ordered one.
It's a lumpy pillow. It's a piss yellow lumpy pillow.
Why do you have to hate on Dragon Ball?
I don't hate Dragon Ball. I'm actually one of the few series I've sat down and watched all of up till Super. But goddamn, you have like a weird anime boner for Dragon Ball.
I do, and I will admit it. I love Dragon Ball.
God.
It's not like I'm wearing my Capsule Corp shirt or anything right now.
No. Kien, I shit you not, probably has about 30 of them. If not, that he just wears them constantly and doesn't wash his clothes often enough. I don't know which it is because I don't rummage through his closet.
I have like 6, but...
Alright, do more laundry.
I did. Motherfucker, I do laundry.
This is 3 days in a row I've seen you in a Capsule Corp shirt.
Yeah, because the rest of the time I usually just wear a plain tank top.
Bullshit.
Luis calls me...
the Capsule Corp shirt inside out. I'm calling it now.
Luis calls me hashtag don't like sleeves.
Yeah, you do wear tank tops way too much.
What is way too much?
It's 60 degrees out, motherfucker! Put a shirt on!
It's still warm!
Oh my god.
God! What?
This is not the right chapstick.
Why am I being verbally assaulted about what I wear?
Because I can.
God damn it. So, I don't know if you've ever heard of this anime, Cardcaptor Sakura. It came out in the early 90s. It was one of the gateway animes in America.
Yeah, shit. I remember seeing this. She looks incredibly familiar.
She uses certain cards to, like, fight monsters. Yeah. And, like, the original run, there was only, like, 12 cards. But, like, the reason the anime was a lot better is that, like, even though it was filler, they gave more cards that she could use as attacks and stuff like that. Now they're bringing her back, and this is all the concept art that we have.
Okay, so are we getting a new series?
Yes.
Or just a reboot of the original?
Yes.
So is it going to be the original story, or are we getting continuation?
I think it's going to be a reboot from the way it looks.
Okay.
See, that's Sakura. That's...
that thing.
Kirabusa. Tomiyayo Diajuji. I don't even know what her name is.
Wow, that was racist.
It is. It's how I...
You could have just said Toyami.
Toyami. Sayoriano Lee. I mean, he's the... Yeah. Yeah, there's...
Yukito.
Yeah, he's the bad guy.
Toya.
Yep, and...
He scrolled past this kid's name, but he's got about 7 faces.
Uriel Hirogazawa.
Alright, so we're looking just basically through a bunch of concept art of this reboot, and I will be okay with this. This was actually an anime that I don't remember a lot of it, but I do know I watched some of this back when I was younger and, like, started staying up late and watching, like, the anime hour and shit like that.
Right.
So, like, I would like to see it come back to life again. If we redo the original small season or whatever it was, I think, and then, like, continue on story, I'd be okay with that. Because I don't think they want to continue up where they picked off brand new animation and, like, newer graphics and shit. Be like... Fuck you guys!
Do you know what anime did do that?
You say Dragon Ball.
I wasn't gonna say Dragon Ball, but that too also did it.
I know it did. That's why I was gonna cut you.
One Piece did that too, though.
I know! And it irritated the shit out of me!
A lot of them have done that, actually. Yeah.
I know. It's irritating.
I think the worst one for me is Hunter, like, what they did with Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter?
And they, like, just did the whole series over again, but made it look nicer.
Yeah, they literally redid the entire series,
but
just
it was
in better
longer.
quality.
Yeah, because it was longer, though, because there was more chapters of the manga.
Yeah, there was more crap in it. It's still the same story.
Magi manga set to end in 4 chapters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Volume 35 was released in Japan on September 1st, with Volume 36 coming October 18th. Viz will be releasing the English edition of Volume 26 on October 10th. So, what it means is that it's ending its run.
Uh-huh.
And I've read the Magi. I've read on and off with Magi.
Okay.
And actually, to be honest with you, I really like the Sinbad series a lot more than the
I agree with you. I liked the Sinbad storyline and everything more.
I like young Sinbad a lot more than I like the Magi series. Like, but I really, when Magi came out, I really liked Sinbad as a character. And so when they gave him a prequel series, I'm like, yeah, goddamn right, I'm gonna watch it. I fucking love Sinbad. And, like, unfortunately, you only get 13 episodes, and you don't, like...
Right.
And then, like, that's the thing that gets me. Like, they leave you in a cliffhanger, and you're, like, hoping that you're gonna get more, and you're like, nope.
JK, LOL, nothing else.
That was really upsetting. But, like, you know, from what I've read is that, like, Alibaba dies, but then comes back to life after a time skip, and Aladdin is, like, apparently, like, from what I try not to look at anime forums, because, like, half of it's, like...
Half of it's just conspiracy theory.
Half of it's conspiracy theories, and then half of that is, like, Splooshville.
Right. You're like, alright, I can...
Aladdin has become so hot! I'm like, alright, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm just here to see, like, what your theories are about the evil Magis and, like, the Dark Rook. I'm not here to, like, look at your weird pictures.
Right. I don't need your porn. Go to DeviantArt, you creepies.
Right. And for me, this is exciting for me because I really love Gintama. Gintama is, like, one of my favorite animes. Like, for God's sakes, I went to the Ren Fair as Gintoki, but the live...
Nerd!
Wooden sword and all.
Yeah.
The live-action film adaptation of Gintama is coming out October 25th on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and DVD. And will be released November 22nd from Warner Brothers Entertainment.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's the American one because I tried to check Amazon, and I don't think it is.
Probably not.
So,
we're probably not going to get to see it for another 3 months at least.
Which is, I can...
And that's fine. We'll get it eventually. As long as we keep our ears open, we'll hear about it showing up here.
And I definitely want to watch. It because I love Gintama.
Yep.
Gintama. So... the actual topic of this week is going to be...
Crunchyroll!
Crunchyroll! We are not sponsored by Crunchyroll, but we are talking about their fall lineup that they have so far.
Yeah.
And some of these interest me, and some of them don't interest Max, so...
Alright.
There's, like, 2 that don't interest me, but, like, I thought it was right to put on here. But the first one we're going into is Black Clover, and... just to give you a little plot synopsis, Asta and Yuno are orphans who were raised together from birth in a church on the outskirts of Clover Kingdom. In a world where everyone has magical power, Asta was born without any. Unlike him, Yuno was born as a prodigy with immense magical power and talent to control it. The story follows the two foster brothers as they compete to see which one will become the Wizard King, Clover Kingdom's strongest magic knight. But how can Asta become a magic knight without magic? But when Asta gains an unknown anti-magic that can destroy all magic, their journey begins. Asta with his rare anti-magic and physical strength, and Yuno with his wind magic and magical prowess.
Okay. So... Okay. I don't know. I think I like this show a little bit less now that I actually know the plot. When I was first watching it, I didn't think he got anti-magic. I thought he had, like, not outwards magic, like magic that influenced everything. He, like, eventually gained some form of, like, augmentation magic where he became, like, stronger and shit like that. But now that I'm reading this, I'm like, dude's just gonna walk around and delete people's magic. By the end of the series, he's gonna be the only motherfucker with magic, and his magic's gonna be magic.
I don't think it's, like, delete magic. I think it's, like, negate people's magical effects.
Okay, so it's gonna be like... God, I hate to reference this, but, like, fucking Blackbeard from One Piece.
Yeah.
Where, like, it only lasts for a little while.
Right, and that's what it seems like. But because he's a more physically prowessed fighter and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I don't think that, I think that we might be looking you're looking too much into this. It is the second biggest in the Shonen voting ranks. It is tied with it is always in the run against My Hero Academia and Shonen Jump for most popular of the month.
For Black Clover?
Black Clover, yeah.
Okay.
My thing about this is that, like, it has a nice feel to it, though. Like, I think it has that shonen battle manga vibe. I hope it does the My Hero Academia, though, where it's shonen battle manga, but it doesn't feel like it.
Right.
But from what I'm feeling right now, and when I look at it, it's just like, yes, it looks like another I Will Be Stronger, and I know...
It's made by the people who made Bleach.
Yeah, Naruto.
Yeah, so,
and Tokyo
like,
Ghoul.
It's gonna be...
Well, it's the animation. It's the animation
it's the
team.
same animation. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, I enjoy the animation styles from all three of those, right up until certain points of said not shall be named Shippuden shows.
I hate Naruto in general. I don't think it was a fun series at all. I know everyone wants to argue with me on that, but I know... Well, you like Dragon Ball. I understand. I know Dragon Ball's dumb, but I literally grew up with Dragon Ball, and that is why I like Dragon Ball. The only reason he
likes Dragon Ball is because he was raised on Dragon Ball. If he popped into Dragon Ball at, like, age 18, he'd be like, this shit's dull.
Yeah, no, for real. When I first watched Naruto, I was 15 when it came out, and I watched it, and I was like, I'm not having fun with this anime at all. Like, I'm like, this is stupid. Like, the way Eli put it, why does that guy have a giant ninja star on his back? I'm like, yeah, why?
Why does your guy have a magical pole that extends forever and a cloud he can stand on because he's pure of heart even though he has 3 kids?
2. But...
that we know of.
He couldn't fly on it after he had the kids he couldn't fly, like Gohan could fly on it. But that's not here or there. What my problem is that, like, I don't like shonen, like, there are few, I've made jokes about liking shonen battle manga, but there are few and far between. Like, Hunter x Hunter is a shonen battle manga I enjoy, but that's because I also enjoyed Yu Yu Hakusho, because they're the same creator. Black Clover is always in the running against My Hero Academia, but I've never read the Black Clover manga, but I've read a ton of the My Hero Academia manga. But I enjoy My Hero Academia because it is categorized as shonen battle manga, but it's a lot more than that.
It's got enough outside of the fighting to keep you okay with it.
Right. And
actually, it's got a shit ton outside of the fighting.
Right. It's got, like, it hits me on the feels trip, and hopefully this hits me on the feels trip, because that's what I could go for anime. If I'm watching an anime, and, like, I don't want it just to be like, fight, 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 fight.
Yeah, what's the point of watching that? You know your dude's always going to come out on top.
Right, and, like, so, yeah, I hope this turns out well. And
Me too.
Then we go into Food Wars third plate. Oh my god, I'm so excited!
Foodgasms everywhere!
I don't know why I like this anime so much.
I like this anime. It's not an anime I sit down and watch a lot, but I like it.
Maybe it's because it's like, when we talked about sports animes, it feels like a sports anime.
It very much is in the
competitive sense.
Yeah, it very much is the style of a sports anime, but it's cooking instead of, like, physical force.
Right, and it just...
So, yeah.
It baffles me that I enjoy watching it, and I, like, can't keep my eyes... Like, I remember Tanner showed me and Jay this, and, like, I was like, what am I watching? And then he's like, the end of the episode is like, do you want to watch another one? I'm like, yeah.
Yes,
it was
please.
Weird, but yeah, like, I don't know. I enjoy it. I think it's one of those animes like Kuroko no Basket that I can, like, just turn on and just, like, vibe out and be like, yeah.
Right, it's one of those ones where you don't have to sit down and listen to everybody's lines and plot stories and all this bullshit. You can just look at the quote-unquote battle and be like, dude, that looks good.
Right, and it looks beautiful and it looks pretty and it, like... I like that you can always tell who his new rival is going to be because they do, like, a standstill. And, like, for some reason, there's always, like, a 9-year-old that's, like, high-level, like, super-powered anime antagonist.
In just about any anime, not even, like, this one, like, battle manga just is, like, for some fucking reason, there's a 9-year-old who is god tier. And you're like, why? Because
manga. Because anime, because it makes sense.
Because you can. Because not everybody who's god tier can be 907 years old.
Or they are 907 years old and they don't look it.
Yeah.
So there's that. Next we go to Kino's Journey.
Yeah.
In Kino's journey, the protagonist, Kino, accompanied by a talking motorcycle named Hermes, travels through a mystical world of many different countries and forests, each unique in the customs and people. She only spends 3 days and 2 nights in every town without exception. On the principle of 3 days is enough time to learn almost everything important about the place while leaving time to explore new lands. Kino says the land of visible pain in that principle is probably a lie, specifically noting, if I stay any longer, I'm afraid I'll settle down. A recurring theme of the anime and novels has described the phrase, the world is not beautiful, therefore it is beautiful. Kino's journey explores what the anime director describes as a radical sense of beauty, brutality, loneliness, and nothingness. So, there has been numerous anime film adaptations. This is actually the first television series. And I actually remember watching Kino's Journey as the anime movie. But this is going to be elongated, and I find it interesting, though. She is a traveling androgynous girl who, like, you know, has nothing.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She was saved by a stranger and has taken over his name, and travels around the world. So I think, you know, it's a combination. I feel like it's. The way it's kind of come off is like an anti-slice of life.
Yeah, probably.
Where, like, it's a slice of life, but, like, not the way you'd want it to be slice of life.
It's a slice of her life being a part of everybody else's slice of life.
Right. And
yeah,
so,
yeah.
like, she explores the world. And, like, I find that interesting.
I'm alright with that. I have one question.
Yes.
How does she get gas for the motorcycle if she doesn't have a job?
Man, I don't know. She carries a lot of guns and shit. Maybe she threatens people. Give me your fucking gas. What?
No wonder she only stays for 3 days, just long enough to figure out who's got gas in the town and
enough
leaves.
to fucking, like, give me your money. Okay.
Alright, we're out of here.
Now we go to Urahara, and this is not Kisuke Urahara from
nope.
Bleach. It is Urahara. And
yeah, just that. So, read the synopsis, because I was lost as fuck.
3 high school girls are putting together a limited time shop called Park in Japan, Harajuku. One day, aliens come to Earth with the intent to steal the famed district's culture. At the same time, a mysterious girl appears. The 3 girls band together to defeat the alien threat and protect their beloved Harajuku. So,
alright.
It looks like a fever dream to Kien.
Yeah, while I was watching it, they were surfing around on, like, flying surfboards, fighting food with food. I was like, I don't really know what's going on.
Right. I have, I don't know. This is it was on the list for the Crunchyroll's fall premiere, so I'm like, all right, we'll talk about this. We'll see what we got.
I don't think it's gonna be a very big one for them.
No, it might.
It might be. Like,
dude,
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say it's not because, man, I have met a bunch of weebs that really enjoy some.
Right. Good point. The main
shit.
cast of this is a bunch of 12-year-old girls. There are pervy dudes out there that'll definitely just sit down and watch this.
And so I'm not gonna deny or dis-deny or say that it's not gonna be big because there's a possibility it could, because it's very cutesy. And grown men and girls really enjoy that for some weird reason.
Yeah.
Like, as like the anti-anime nerd that I am, sometimes that like I don't like aesthetically. Like, Eli and I have that real similar opinion for our games. Is like, I don't like that anime aesthetic in my video games. I don't like super anime aesthetics and things.
I don't mind it.
Like,
I'm excited for the new anime Dark Souls. Fuck off. I know you don't like Dark Souls, and we know that I like Dark Souls.
It's not even like, I don't know, when you put anime in Dark Souls like that, it looks weird.
It does look weird.
It makes me very uncomfortable.
It does.
The next we're going to talk about is something that I don't have no idea what I watched, but like I'm interested in.
It's a battle royale.
Juni Taizen Zodiac Wars. Oh my god. So how do I get the synopsis here? How do I explain
Basically,
this?
there is one fighter for each of the 12 Chinese zodiac signs. They're all top tier fighters, and they all have to kill each other. The last one standing gets a wish, any wish they want.
Right.
That's it.
Right, and it's really really interesting. So we have.
Oh, there's a referee, but he said there's no rules as to how you kill other people.
Right.
So I don't
we
fucking
have
know.
Bunny Guy, who's Rabbit. So just looking at the picture, it's really hard to tell like which character is which. Like, I feel like the Rabbit is going to be the main, like the way it looks. So we have
the Rabbit kept getting brought up a lot.
So that's
but he was also a psychotic dude, so
right.
who the fuck knows?
So,
they tend to play big parts for no reason.
So that's the Rooster. She's the Rooster.
Yeah, the one that pecks.
He's the Rabbit. He's the Ox because he's strong. See, and all these other ones I don't know. Like,
yeah, like so many of them. You're like
she's the Tiger, obviously. One of these guys is the Dragon. I have no idea.
Yeah,
who the dragon is.
No freaking clue.
It's weird because like these two can't both be the snake, but they have very snake-like appearances. I don't know. The images of this look really interesting, and like I think it's aesthetically pleasing.
Right. It looked really cool. Like
right.
It almost looked like Tokyo Ghoul without everybody being ghouls. They're just like badass
And I
fighters.
actually think it is the same company that did it.
Okay.
The way it looked. But like I don't know. I think it looks very interesting. I'm not I don't know. I like battle royales a lot. I'll give it a chance.
As long as it's not longer than like 13 episodes.
Right.
Yeah, because if they try and drag this 12 people killing each other story for like 50 episodes, I'm going to give up at like episode 7.
Then we go to the next one, and I'm actually really excited because I actually really enjoy this manga. My friend Megan brought it up to me. The Ancient Magus Bride. So, let's get a brief synopsis here. It's the manga is where is it? So it's about this girl named Chase Hitaro, the protagonist and child character of the story. She is an apprentice, a future bride of Elias Ainsworth. Her father and brother abandoned the family when she was young, and her mother committed suicide in front of her. Feeling unwanted by her relatives, she sold herself into slavery so that she did not have to worry about anything. With Elias purchasing her, she was a slave beggy, a special magus who can draw magic from her surroundings and within herself at the cost of dying young because of the strain on her body. Hence why Elias took her in, hoping to prevent her death. She has about 3 years left to live, naturally at most. See, so, and I know what you mean. It's weird, and this is why I think you'd be interested in this, because it does take a lot of Celtic
Yeah, like, no, I am super interested in this. I'm
'Cause-
just a little less interested in the fact that dude bought his future wife.
Well, he's trying to save her.
Yeah, like, I get that, like, but they're engaged. Like, if you just bought her to be like, I'ma save you, and then you can be free on your own, I'd be like, cool, you do you, man. But no, he's like, I'ma save you, and then we gon' bone.
And
like, the fuck?
he's part fae and part human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I think the manga is super interesting, and they had like an OVA series that was interesting, and I really like it.
Like, I'm interested in it. I will definitely watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. And
Yeah.
the next is Max's life.
I don't play MMOs.
You play RuneScape.
Not very often.
You did for a long. You were for a
I
while.
still play.
Yeah.
I have been playing on the same account for like 11 years.
Right.
But I don't play very often. I
Right.
probably haven't even logged in for like 3 weeks.
It's fine. It's fine. You do play a lot of video games.
I do play a lot of video games.
Loneliness and trying to cope with stuff. Recovery of an MMO junkie.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yes.
There did not seem to be any recovery in this whatsoever.
Right. So this is the thing that's weird and entertaining about this is that it's a gender bend manga anime. Where if you're a girl in the real world, you're a dude in the MMO world, and if you're a guy in the real world, you're a girl in the MMO world. So I don't know how you think of it, but I think that dynamic is super interesting, and I think it could be a fun dynamic to have.
It's gonna be interesting right up until the anime starts making people meet in the real world, and then you're gonna be like, what the fuck did I just see?
Right, and I just...
Because, like, a lot of the cast seems to be, men in the video game.
Right.
And then you're gonna, like, pop out in the real world, and they're just gonna be, like, a bunch of women, and you're gonna be like, this is odd, because there's gonna be, like, the two dudes who are playing chicks, and, like, all the dudes in the video game, like, don't pay attention to them whatsoever, because they're the two dudes, and they're the two chicks in the party.
That, like, when they, like, because you see their interaction in the game, and then you see their interaction in real life. And how many times I have to point this out in anime, like Sword Art Online? How the fuck do y'all live in the same area for this shit to happen?
I don't fucking know.
That's the one thing that, like, is probably my suspension of disbelief. I don't know.
See, but, like, there's a lot of, like, Eastern MMOs, especially, where they're basically region locked to Japan.
Are they really?
Yeah, there are plenty of region locked, just Japanese only MMOs. Like, you can't even get to them from here.
Alright, I trust you. I just, like...
Yeah, like, it's weird as shit, and Japan is still huge as fuck.
Right.
So, but, like, these, like, how many were there? 6 people are gonna end up just thumping into each other in the middle of the street in downtown, wherever.
I don't know why, but that bothers me, but it does. Because, like, the reason why, because, like, I just rethink of Sword Art Online, because that was worldwide, but yet all these people met up in Kyoto, Japan.
Oh, yeah, okay. This one, they made a pact to meet up after they got out, though, in Sword Art Online. In this one, they just happened to leave.
But then they all moved to the same area where Kirito and Asuna live. Like, come on.
Kind of,
Come
yeah.
on. You cannot
They kind of did,
you can't tell me that's bullshit.
They did, like, basically live together in this fucked up hell for, how long?
I know, but I'm just making that point.
Right.
Like, because some of the dudes looked very American comparatively to their Japanese counterparts.
Who the fuck knows? Maybe the world government was like, alright, all these people who got fucked by this game need to just be relocated and, like, have people watching them. So, like, they're actually, like, being monitored to make sure they don't have a fucking psychotic breakdown and we just never get that in the anime.
But they do!
Yeah, and then we stop paying attention to them after they disappear.
They do! Like, the 3rd season is all about people having psychotic breakdowns.
Yeah, that was some guy trying to be God.
Yeah,
well,
but
2 people, but
back to the MMO. Like, I think it's interesting. I have a weird soft spot for romantic animes. Like, I'm weird. I either like non-stop action, like shonen battle manga, or I like lovey-dovey, like, oh, that's adorable.
I love non-stop battle action manga, but I hate Naruto. I hate Bleach. Dragon Ball wouldn't interest me if I wasn't raised on it. One Piece is okay.
Alright, I hate Naruto for certain reasons. I'm just going to point this out. A, it really is, to me, Naruto is basically like Ninja Goku. That's my problem with Naruto.
Yeah, and the guy who created Naruto has said over and over again that I fucking love Dragon Ball.
Right,
and
which is totally fine.
Which is
totally fine. And I like Bleach until the final arc. And I don't like the filler episodes.
So much filler.
Right. Like
Oh
the
my
manga,
God.
when it comes to manga, I like Bleach until it goes to the
Like the final chapters.
the fucking Quincy chapter. No. Hate it.
Yeah.
Hate the Quincy chapter.
Back when Quincy's become a thing again, even though they were all dead.
Right. And so
not.
that was my problem. They're all like aged. Like one guy was probably like 300 years ago, but yet he still looks like he's 20. Like,
yeah, because
okay.
Quincy's have soul magic. Blah blah blah.
Right,
blah.
right, exactly. And so that's my problem with that. Like I said, like Yu Yu Hakusho came out about this came out on Toonami about the same time Dragon Ball did, so like that didn't bother me. There is, like I said, there aren't very many big shonen battle mangas that I do like. Like, I don't like the popular ones. Like, I love Toriko, but
Yeah.
Toriko also combines food and shit.
Mm.
Like, Toriko also combines, like, killing animal... Like, Toriko's universe to me is interesting because of the fact that, like, there's, like, gorillas that are supposed to taste like watermelons if you kill them and fry them. Like, that's interesting to me.
Right.
That's an interesting twist.
I'm down.
Like,
Maybe Harambe did die for a reason.
Right.
'Cause fuck you, Harambe.
You know I don't like... But you do know I don't like One Punch Man, and I was very, like... I was like, okay, they're getting a season 2 because it was so ridiculously popular. But I'm like, I'm not going to give it a second chance. I know John...
I'm gonna watch it for the side characters. I could give a flying fuck about Saitama, but I want to see, like, what Genos does.
And I like John brought up to me that one day, you know, he's like, why don't you rewatch Attack on Titan? And I did. I rewatched it again, and then I watched season 2. And real talk, this is gonna sound super shitty. I like the super chibi, like, Attack on Titan spinoff they have where they're in middle school and the Titans are high schoolers. A lot more than I like. A lot more than I like Attack on Titan.
Oh my god! If the middle schoolers bite themselves, do they become high schoolers?
I can't remember. It was just enjoyable chibi stuff.
Oh my god!
But like, well, it's just kind of like, well, a lot of like animes are getting spin-off shows. Like,
yeah, they
to
are.
be fair, I like the Rock Lee spin-off chibi anime from the Shippuden series a lot more than I like, you know.
I like Rock Lee though.
Yeah,
and I just don't like Naruto.
And then Assassination Classroom just finished up with their spin-off like Dungeons and Dragons quest style thing.
Oh really?
I think it's super fun.
I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah, it's on Funimation. We could give it a look, but it's super fun, and I personally I enjoy it. I think it was well done. I think it's a D&D quest, so like yeah, bro quest. But no, like I don't know. There are certain, like I said, there are certain things like this seems super interesting to me because I really like the TV show Overlord, which is about another MMO, but that MMO was dying, so he's the only like program that became sentient and took over the MMO. It's also on Funimation. You should watch it. It is super interesting.
I don't think I've ever even heard of that.
Oh, dude, it's super interesting. I recommend it. But then you know, I have been turned off by like virtual reality anime since Sword Art Online, though. That's like my honest truth is that I have been turned.
I totally agree with you. Like Sword Art Online started off strong and just went downhill so fast.
It had one good episode.
I thought the first like 2 or 3 were solid.
It had one good episode and then one episode where Kirito kills Santa Claus.
That was just a fun episode. That's also only like episode 4.
Right. So where I stand on that is that like I enjoy it. I don't know. We'll give it a chance. There's a lot of, there's a few more fall premieres. And what I'm really sad about is that I don't get fucking Drifters yet, and I really wanted Drifters.
The fucking Drifters needs to show up. I need to see people fighting Jesus. I mean, the Black Knight.
Black King. But I love, and that's the thing. The thing that was really sad about this is I didn't get any confirmations when Drifters were coming back, because I really wanted Drifters. And that's what I think that's what our next episode is going to be. We're going to talk about Drifters. All about Drifters.
I will rewatch Drifters for, the 5th time. So we can do this again.
Yes, so this has been Fan-Ime. I am Kien.
I'm Max.
Have a good day.
Bye.